channel. On my first vlog, I mentioned about what are the things you need to consider when you're planning to move in the US. And I mentioned that it is important that you really need to learn how to drive. Then second, it is important that you need to make friends, make fellowship, and that's exactly what I did. Because you cannot deny that it's going to be very lonely and it's going to be a culture shock for you if you move in the US and you'll figure it out. Oh my gosh, this is how they are here. So what I did was, yes, like what I've said in my previous vlog, that I went to church, and that's where I made connections, with Filipinos, with kababayans. And every time I'm with them, it's like I'm still in the Philippines. But still, since mostly of them are working, I can't really demand for the time most of the time. So I still got depressed, of course, because my husband needs to work and I left all alone. And yeah, I tried to make myself very busy in the house, like cleaning the house, cooking, all that stuff. And every afternoon, I go for a walk just to, to keep myself refreshed and to relax my head. And until one day, I told my husband, I'm so depressed. I feel so depressed. And so my husband got me a dog. He got me a dog, and that dog really helped me as well. And so every time I go out, like if I go for a walk, my dog, the name of my dog is Cassie, I have a dog with me. She's my companion all the time. And at the time, my husband is a military. He was a reservist, and so every Saturday and Sunday he needs to report, so I'll be all alone. Imagine, I'll be all alone. And so good thing I have a dog, and it makes me very busy. But still, I still feel lonely, feel so depressed. It's very, very lonesome. You will really experience this stage of your life wherein at that moment, I was so depressed. Even if I already have a dog, even if I have, friends already, but still, I think that was 3 months after I moved. I still very feel alone. And so my husband told me, you really need to start to learn how to drive. And so I moved here 2016, and he started teaching me how to drive 2017. And it's not, I don't know, maybe it's just for me, but I'm not comfortable if my husband is my teacher or my driving instructor, because we ended up fighting all the time, because it's pretty normal, he's pissed at me. Oh, you're doing it wrong. He gonna yell at me, and I feel bad, of course. So I don't think it's a good idea for me. I don't like it that my husband is my driving instructor. I'd rather find somebody else who can teach me how to drive, but not my husband. And so he taught me how to drive for about maybe 3 days. And still I didn't get it. Still I didn't get it because he kept yelling at me. He kept yelling at me. And then when I found that, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. I was pregnant. At the time also, my pregnancy was high risk. So we decided to postpone the driving. And so I stopped with my driving, practice, and I focused on my pregnancy. And when I gave birth, the more I need time for my baby. So I cannot leave my baby, of course. And I checked my driving permit. It's about to expire. And so I asked my friend, can you help me? You know, I really want to push this through. I really want to drive, especially now I have a baby and my husband is working. So if I need to bring my son to the doctor for a checkup, you know, it's so annoying, of course, if I keep asking my husband to drive me to the hospital while he's working, right? So I really need to learn how to drive. And so I asked my friend, and she drove with me for, I think, 3 days. And I really pushed myself to learn it, you know, right away. Just to meet the, you know, just to meet the expiration date of my driving permit. And so my friend told me, you know what? I think you can take a test now. But deep in my heart, I know I'm not ready. I know I'm not ready to drive, you know. So I took the behind the wheels and I was so nervous, you know. The driving instructor was telling me, you need to keep trying, you know. She let me do the backing and I failed. I don't know how to back up, you know, because no one taught me how to do it. My friend, she didn't focus on the back up. It was only 3 days and just 1 hour a day. And so I failed. So that was my first experience and I failed. And then after that, you know, pandemic, there's no person to person, so they suspend that. So I waited for another 2 years. And then after 2 years, my son is too clingy. I can't even leave the house. So it's so hard for me to practice. But, you know, I was struggling a lot. I really want to learn because, you know, if you cannot drive, nothing will happen to you. You'll be stuck in the house and you'll be waiting for your husband all the time as to what time you're gonna be home. You can go to the grocery all by yourself because no one will drive you to the grocery. You can go to the place where you want to go, like for example, go shopping. You know, I was so dependent on my husband. I keep waiting for him and I don't like it. I don't like it. So I was stuck in the house. I was stuck in the house because I can't drive. And I know my husband is pissed, you know. He keep telling me, you know what, you really need to learn how to drive so you can go to the grocery if you want to. You know, if you need to go, for example, if I need to go to church, I can drive to church without asking him to drive me to church. So that was my life. It was really tough. I was struggling a lot. And so I told myself, I really need to drive. I really need to drive. So driving is very important, guys. You know what, guys? If you are a professional driver already in the Philippines, when you move in the US, you don't need to take the behind the wheels anymore. All you have to do is to take the written exam. And then if you pass the written exam, then they will give you a US driver's license. I have a friend, you know, she had a driver's license already in the Philippines. And when she moved here, she took the exam, the written exam only. And then gave her a driver's license, a US driver's license. No need for her to take a behind the wheels. So it is an advantage, guys. If you already have a driver's license in the Philippines, then it's gonna be easy transition for you. It's gonna be very smooth. And like me, I wish I, you know, I drove in the Philippines. I wish I already had the driver's license when I moved here so that I don't have to struggle, you know, to to be stagnant, to be stuck in the house because I can't drive. How I wish. That is something that I learned. So we'll talk more again next chat. So I guess this is all for now. Until next vlog, I'll try to, upload more and to have more conversation with you guys. So connect with me. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Thank you for watching. Until next vlog. Bye!